ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Play action. It's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reeves. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's Reeves. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. Burrow on play action. He finds his man complete. It's Reeves. And he takes us down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for Minnesota.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here's Madison running on first down. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one complete to Will Fuller. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Point after, right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. But they did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, and I know a lot of teams coach.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott back to Brown, this time complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's picked off at his own 47.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
No return here for Richard, and that will bring the ball out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
2nd quarter now for Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This goes out wide from Madison.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. They'll get this underneath to Madison. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He finds his man, complete. It's Reeves. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
11 empty. 2. Come on. 2's the mic. I know he ain't got it. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
On the handoff, it's Madison.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
2. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go. 11 Thomas. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Over the middle to Smith. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Switch up. 11
Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Second down and goal. Burrow. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 39.
I'm the best in the game.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. But I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
The point after is good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? They'll run on first down. Duckworth. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On first down, Duckworth, and he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. This will be caught by Brown, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 4.
17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They go play action with Burrow. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there just before halftime.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough.
And he's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Alexander Madison, as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. A first down throw for Prescott. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is down to 4.
That's the score.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three?
Get ready, get ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
11 mighty.
Play action. It's Burrow. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Minnesota.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Burrow will throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line of the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top. It gives you a chance to go make a play.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
The 20-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to call for that.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Duckworth. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks look all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Got him in. It's Brown. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
Now a dump off here complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Madison running left. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
11.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run with Madison. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Prescott. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Dak. And that's complete to Brown. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Steps away to his left. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they've just likely won this thing in regulation.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming. Oh, Prescott stripped. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for Dallas, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.